please re-fucking lax talking to my car, okay? I don't know about y'all, but BMWs, when you don't wear your seat, girl, it's not just a little, oh, hey, girl, you should probably put this on. Oh, hey, girl. No, it's like, bitch, put the seatbelt on. And, like, while I appreciate their due diligence of safety with their vehicles, I just feel like you don't even have to do it. You don't even got to do all of that, girl. I'm going to put it on. Needless to say, I really just came back on here because I wanted to make another video, yapping, ranting, whatever such. My last video is doing well with numbers, which I'm oddly surprised at. And it turned out to be a short, which I was not wanting it to be a short. But, you know, it is what it is. Just came from getting my brows done, okay, honey? Just came from getting my lashes done, honey, okay? And I really want to talk about this topic I've been seeing pop back up in my timeline. I feel like it's been a conversation for a couple of years now, especially with the rise of people going back outside to restaurants and bars. And I do feel like I'm qualified to speak on this, as unlike other content creators, if you will, videographers, broadcasters, because I have worked in the service industry, food, bar, for a while now. So I think I'm pretty qualified to speak on this. But in particular, okay, I wanted to talk about, sorry, I thought that girl next to me in the car looked like my coworker. In particular, okay, I want to talk about the whole splitting of a check, and when it comes down to birthday dinners. All right, being as somebody that had a birthday dinner just this past birthday, it's not something I always do, but I am a foodie by heart and nature, and I really love a good kiki time. I love going out, trying new shit. Because if you're the type to go out and get the same ass fettuccine alfredo, the same ass roasted chicken pan dish, like, you're not a foodie, bitch. You're not a foodie. You're just a person who likes various items in different styles. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you, to be a true foodie, like back in the day when the Anthony Bourdains were around, you had to actually be opening to trying new stuff. And no, I'm not saying you had to take it as far as like trying goat blood or whatever the fuck, but I feel like a lot of people, due to their allergies or religions or just not being lack of exposure, they don't necessarily like to go out and try new things. How would I know? I'm a bartender by trade. I've been a server. I talk to people. I take people's orders on a regular basis. And I know most of the time, or at least here in Maryland, because I can attest to working in several different states. I'm from California, but currently I'm in Maryland. Not for long though. Next month, I'm relocating to New York and getting out of this hellhole. Nonetheless, at least from what I've observed of the people here in Maryland, they want to know what you like. They want to know what you'd eat or recommend. And sorry, babes, like I have to tell them at every table or every guest I encounter, we're not the same. Okay, my palate and exposure, I'm sure, just from talking to you, I'm sure is, and just from you asking opinions, because the average person, the average sophisticated eater or diner, they're not going to, and I know y'all gonna eat me up in the comments because it's gonna be that one-off bitch that just needs to comment everything on her fucking mind. Well, I go out to eat all the time, and I'm always asking, because what if you don't know? I'm not saying that. Let's not be dense. Okay, let's think. All right. And majority of the time, somebody who is experienced or has exposure in fine dining, whether it's here across the state, bitch. Oh. And this is why I need to be recording. I'm not even gonna rebuttal to that, because I could get real nasty on Beyonce's internet, but I'm not even going to. Anyways, there go the sun. Yeah, the majority of the people that are going out to eat nowadays, post-pandemic, they're very basic eaters. That's why a lot of the restaurants, and they've had this discussion online of just like a lot of the restaurants selling the same shit, is because people's palates have changed. The majority of people, like the majority of customers and consumers that are going out to eat, again, in my experience here in Maryland, they like to stick to a certain pattern of food. And they also make it up in their mind They know what a lot of people look at the menus. People know what they want to eat before they even get to the restaurant, and they're hoping you're able to deliver. And that's why I say people aren't really foodies, because if you go to a restaurant with expectations of it tasting like you're cooking at home, or expectations of it to taste a certain way, you're going to be sadly mistaken, babes. I'm sorry. Especially if it's a chain restaurant, which a lot of the places y'all go, steakhouses, chain restaurants, Cisco food, babes. So this is food that can be in an Applebee's, a Chili's, or even in a steakhouse marked up to $200, okay? The food is all the same, all right? I'm just trying to get this all out on the table so y'all can get an understanding that this isn't my first rodeo. Nonetheless, what brought me to make this video, I saw a video, and this video may be old. It is months old. Like, I'm not trying to bring it back up as a debating point. I just want to be realistic with everyone. And the video essentially was a birthday girl who had maybe 4 or 5 people at her birthday dinner, and essentially she was pressuring one of her homegirls' husbands, or it might have been her co-host, I'm not too sure, to pay the entire bill for the table. And not only that, like, when I say bullying, insinuating, she was basically bullying the man, okay? Because it wasn't no type of suave, it wasn't no type of charisma in the ass. She straight up was like, I thought you was balling, with a screaming baby in the back. And I just am here to tell people, it seems like it got a lot of reactions online. I wish I had time and editing to like put it up here or something. I don't. Y'all just gonna have to visualize the damn shit. And the man at the table, while he was not wrong, you know, was honest and was like, hey, before I've done that for you, that was in 2021, I think, because I actually listen to videos and watch them full through. I know a lot of people don't do that. They kind of watch it for the first 10-15 seconds and they're on to the next. But actually reviewing the video, he said that, I know I've done this for you in the past, but this is not 2021. Like, this is 2025, 2024, whatever year they was in. And I have new responsibilities. I have new shit to do, which is perfectly fine. I'm really here to speak to the ladies, because I don't address men. I will never be that content creator to come on here and be like, you ain't a real man. If honestly, there's enough male creators out there, good ones at that, that are feeding into and the right, if you're tapped into the right ones that are, you know, giving the game to men. However, that's not what I'm here for, okay? So I really came here to speak to the ladies and really dig in some hard truths into them. Firstly, starting with restaurants and why certain restaurants do not allow you to split tabs, okay? At my current restaurant I work at, we have a policy that if it's more than 6 people, an automatic gratuity is being added on to there. 18, 20, whatever the fuck. And in most cases, when we do have a large party of 10 to 12 people, no, you're not going to be able to split a check. Here's why. I hate to say it. A lot of people in American culture and society have no coof. They have no decorum. And granted, that all y'all know we are a tipping culture, because y'all all grew up with tipping. I don't care if you feel like tipping now is gotten out of control. The way hospitality is set up in this country is that you pay to play, okay? And unfortunately, it is what it is. Whether you go to a country club, whether you go to a golf course, whether you go to a speakeasy, whether you go to a dive bar, okay? Part of the reason for us bartenders being there and getting paid the low wages, as y'all talk shit and make fun of us about online, is so that our hospitality can shine through and we can get compensated for the way we made guests feel, okay? And we know that sometimes when it's a large party of 5 or more, we are not able to give that attentiveness to you. And if we are, listen to this, if we are, we typically have a assisted staff member with us. So typically you'll have, like, let's say you'll have a waitress or waiter, that's the main face, like that introduced himself or herself at the beginning of the bill. And then you'll have maybe a busser or a bar back or somebody assisting with them. If that's what it takes to get full satisfaction, okay? And with that, it costs, okay? the reason I feel like the hospitality has moved towards this more, especially post the pandemic, is because people are fucking cheap. I'm sorry. Y'all are cheap. The majority of the people that go out to eat are only tipping $5 or $10. And before y'all get in my comments with the broke shit and the, well, nobody told you, please save it. Why? Because I know as a bartender, this is my part-time job, mind you, I've made a lot more than a lot of y'all have seen with just one client or a bi-weekly paycheck. So we're not even gonna in one night. So we're not even gonna sit up here and act like bartenders or servers get paid shit, because if y'all were seeing a lot of these tip outs and what people were walking away with in a day from even just a 5-hour work shift, y'all would actually be surprised. But getting back to people being cheap and broke, I get there's no secret, because I'm trying to figure out how to frame this. It is no secret that we are deprived in this country, okay? Whether it's the state, the city, the government, whatever, trying to dig into your pockets and paychecks. I get people have to budget, especially with more responsibilities. You have to budget for outings, okay? And in that, all I have to say is, if you're budgeting for that and you know you're going out and you're going to get helped by a live person, because y'all say y'all hate AI, y'all hate robots, you're going to have to budget in a tip. I'm sorry. And the majority of the people that come to these birthday dinners or have large parties outside of corporates or like work events, those are always good, okay? American Express always have a home and are good in my eyes, okay? Because them the motherfuckers that are tipping. Nonetheless, a lot of y'all that are coming to these birthday dinners or trying to celebrate your friends, y'all know y'all don't have it. And y'all know when let's say we were to split your tab, you know, because of the service you've gotten, or you feel like lack thereof, you're only going to tip $10. So restaurants are kind of, I hate to say it, pulling a gotcha of being like, we're going to get you before you get us. And unfortunately, it's just the culture in America, okay? Y'all don't respect service workers. Y'all don't respect hospitality workers. Y'all don't respect bartenders. Y'all don't respect dishwashers, the people cleaning the plates y'all are eating off of, silverware, utensils y'all are using. Y'all don't respect none of that. So I really want y'all to miss it with the whole conversation of like, why is there a service added to there, or why is there automatic? Because y'all made it that way. The culture, I should say. And maybe if we started holding people more accountable, not just us, but legislators, like bill makers, people in Congress, whoever that is in charge of tipped employees, or the way restaurants are able to have a certain amount of employees and pay them under, that all needs to be investigated. And we all need to be making some more noise about that. But no, people like to blame the people they see, which are typically managers, GMs, bartenders, etc. To my second point, women, I really need y'all to get real. It's gonna be controversial. How do I want to phrase this? I need y'all to get real with the role that certain men play in your life. And if you feel like your man is not the type of man that's going to be paying for everybody at the table, he don't do that, then keep his ass at the fucking home. One thing I'll tell you the truth, I never tell you a lie, is nobody wants a broke man around. Nobody wants a stingy, cheap ass nigga around. And if you are the type of nigga that, I'm sorry, bring back bullying and shame, because I'm sick of these niggas sitting up here, majority of niggas being like, I'm not paying for none of these bitches, I'm paying for my bitch. Okay, then stay your bitch ass where you're at, okay? I don't want to see you at any dinner party, any outing, if that's the type of attitude you're coming with. I as a bartender actually flee when I see niggas like that come to my bar. Like, you are not a good time. No one is having fun and enjoying themselves. And at the end of the day, it really is just for you to save a pretty penny, which you should be making more money. If that's the case, you should be making more money anyways. Like, if we're being honest. Back to my point. Women, I need y'all to realize your men outside of you are fundamentally selfish. So I need y'all to stop embarrassing yourselves and bringing these niggas nobody wants to the function or to the dinner Just because I get it, that's your man. But if you want to be on some my man bird shit with him, then y'all both can say y'all asses where the fuck y'all at. Sorry, I'm gonna tell you what your friends can't tell you or are scared to tell you. Okay, nobody wants the nigga. If you are a nigga that's preaching that, nobody wants you around anyways. Sorry. My second point. Men, and this is the only time I'm gonna address y'all. I need y'all to get real about where y'all are in life. I need y'all to get real about your status and what you can practically afford. If you know going to a birthday dinner with multiple people is not something you feel comfortable with or you're having to budget to, let's just save everybody the embarrassment and just take the girl out on a one-on-one or not even come. I honestly feel like birthday dinners should just be for homegirls. Like, I don't understand these bitches that be inviting these, and I'm talking about platonic male friends too, okay? Y'all need to start getting real about how fundamentally selfish a lot of the men are in your life. I'm also going to preview this with my own experience because I just recently came back from West Africa. Had amazing cuisine there, had amazing drinks there. Hospitality is not like top notch, but like their shit, I will say the club scene is banging. And it's just, it's unreal. And maybe this may not be a fair comparison, but as somebody who's been to 10 plus countries and almost all the continents and travels frequently, I think I can attest to this. But what I will tell you I never saw in Africa, or I should say Ghana to be specific, West Africa, is I never saw a man saying what he was not going to do. Anytime I saw a man open up his mouth in Ghana, he was saying something productive, okay? He was paying for the bill. He was giving us support. True story. When I first get there, shout out my homegirl Alexis that hosted me and Mame, her cousin. Shout out to both of them. Love them to death. We went to dinner. First couple of nights I'm there. It was me, Alexis, Mame, her little brother, and Mame's man. We go to dinner. We all get what we want. I just got a salad because honestly my stomach was feeling a little whatever. But all got espresso martinis, you know. Desserts we shared. We had a great fucking time. Do you know this man pulled out his card? No, actually, fuck the card. Pulled out cash and paid for the entire bill. Said nothing. With no ease. And some of you American men, for y'all get in the comments, I know, again, it comes down to the culture. Y'all are going to say, oh, he was simping, or this is Africa, so shit is going to be cheaper. No, babes, I promise you, it was almost a $300 to $500 meal. I didn't look at the tab because I'm a woman. I don't look at bills. But, and I say this humbly, not because, oh, I'm just who I am, but I don't look at bills because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to have it regardless. If I go out to eat, I'm not budgeting. And again, this is maybe coming from a place of privilege because I am single and childless and all my money goes to me with dual income coming in. I think I don't, that's not, when I'm going out to eat, I'm not thinking about my card in the back of my head. I'm thinking about what the fuck I want to eat and what I want to drink and how I'm going to leave this waitress a good tip. Like that should be the attitude when we're going out to eat. Instead, we have people, white, black, it don't matter. In America, we have people going out to eat that are having to budget for it. That's already putting a strain on your mental. Getting half-ass good food and service, and then having to leave a tip at the end. I can understand how that would piss anybody off. What I'm saying, though, is it doesn't help the cause if we all are acting delusional, men and women included. Men, if you know dating right now, or if you're in a family dynamic and eating out to eat is not something that's on the forefront of your priorities when it comes to your finances, I need you to be realistic and not invite yourself out to group settings where these things may be a problem. And women, I need y'all to get real with yourselves on the type of caliber of men you are dating and what their selfishness levels are looking like. Because I promise you, and this is the last thing I'll say, I'm about to go to the gym and mind my own fucking business. I promise you, a wealthy, abundant man is not giving a fuck about a dinner tab. I promise you. And if he is opening his mouth to complain about this, the nigga, either recently just got some money, or he's not balling or abundant as you think. Because it is nothing. All these stories and videos I be watching on YouTube, because I don't have TikTok, I don't have Facebook, but all these stories that be coming across my timeline that I browse, it usually says the same. The women usually say the same thing. And as somebody who's in the service industry, I can attest, women usually order the same thing, especially a bird head ass bitch. She's getting a lemon drop, she's getting some lamb chops, and she's getting a cheesecake. That can't be more than $80. Yes, it might be some more greedy bitches at the table that may be ordering 3 or 5 or 4. Again, that goes back to your bitch and your woman and what type of woman she's keeping around. But I promise you, any moderate woman who eats regular, one, maybe an appetizer, one entree, needs only 1 to 2 drinks. Now, fuck that. Get a bottle of wine. It's more economical. I guarantee you that's like $80. Okay? So it should be nothing for a man. Again, I know this is gonna get a lot of pushback. Again, we have to stay in our lanes. If you feel like paying for the meal of the next bitch you don't know, or your woman's friends who you really don't even fuck with, who you really don't even fuck with your woman, you're really just using her for sex, that's a whole nother conversation. If you feel like they not worth fucking $80 a plate, yo, stay your ass at home. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Because anything from that point on, nothing good comes from that. Nigga sitting up here talking about, I ain't paying for no bitches. Well, what will you pay for? Nothing, nigga. Bye.